What's up, guys? How you doing today? Welcome back. This is your boy again, Adamslink. Welcome back to another video. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching this video from. So let's discuss about the latest update on the political situation in Nigeria. Well, the most recent one is that we have seen Tinubu has picked his own running mate, and of course, Atiku as well for a PDP has also picked his own running mate. Yesterday, we heard that Labour Party Peter Obi has also picked his own running mate, but there are some kind of controversial statements coming from their responses, and again, we also heard that Labour Party and NNPP, Peter Obi and Kwankwaso, are about to merge. Well, that is also another news as well. But let's discuss about the Ondo State massacre. Yeah, well, yesterday the victims were laid to rest. May their soul continue to rest in paradise. May God forgive their sins. May God use this incident to cleanse them of their wrongdoings and just accept them in paradise in the name of Allah or in Jesus' name. Can I hear you say amen or amen? Well, here is a video. So at a rally, this guy in white started rolling on the ground, crying, Peter Obi, Peter Obi. Well, let me play for you guys. According to how it was narrated, Joshua said, today at Okpara Square, a well-dressed young man just fell and started shouting, Peter Obi, while rolling on the floor. The crowd started cheering, and when we approached to help, he just told us that he is tired of Nigeria. And we need Peter Obi to save this country. I was so touched. Well, guys, you already know whoever you want to vote for, so try as much as possible to vote well. So before we go over to the merger between the Labour Party and NNPP Kwankwaso, let's talk about Reverend Father Mbaka. Of course, you already know exactly what is happening with Mbaka recently. Mbaka has, however, apologized, real apology to Peter Obi, apologized for his wrongdoings, that the only thing that is fighting for is for the betterment for Nigeria. Man, we don't see any betterments coming from you, Reverend Father Mbaka. You always support people. As soon as they do not give you money, you castigate them, you call them stingy. However, Peter Obi has not responded to Mbaka's call out, calling him a stingy man. Nigerians are the one responding to him. So that's why he felt the need to apologize. My Igbo leaders, youth forums, has however condemned what Mbaka said about Peter Obi. They said Mbaka needs prayers, that Mbaka is possessed by money. Well, and also Enugu leaders, Catholics leaders, has banned all Catholic members from attending Mbaka Adoration Ministry. They took the decision following the Cleric recent attack on the presidential candidate of Labour Party, Peter Obi. In a letter, Bishop Unanga personally signed, which was addressed to all the cleric, religious and lay faithful in the Catholics of Enugu, he banned them from having anything to do with the adoration ministry. According to the bishop, Mbaka has refused to heed to the church directive to stop with his utterances that are in line with the policies of the church. So they have banned all Catholic members from attending his adoration ministry. Of course, the Pope has, however, we understood that during the time of President Muhammadu Buhari, as at the last, recently now, like last 2 years ago, they sent a memo down to Mbaka and told him to stop interfering in politics. Although most of us then supported him or what he was doing, or even in 2015, while he was castigating Goodluck Jonathan, we supported him as well. We supported him as well. We were so happy that he was castigating Goodluck Jonathan, and also he was praising President Muhammadu Buhari. Then after 4 years, after we have saw the regime and everything, after 4 years, while he was castigating Buhari back, we were also supporting him. But we never really saw the picture of the kind of person Mbaka is. Well, I also understand that there are a lot of people who love Mbaka and who respect him a lot, who he has helped. So please, if there is a way that you can reach out to Mbaka and tell him, can you just stop your greed for once? Now, think about the betterment of Nigeria and support whoever you want to support without making any declaration in church. We see other churches, instead of them making declaration of who to support, they are advising people to get their PVC. They are bringing PVC centers to INEC center to their church, inviting INEC to come and register their member. They are doing other things. But you are here castigating Peter Obi, instead of you to do exactly or similar stuff that your colleagues are doing. Come on. And you are saying a man is stingy. That man, Well, he has, however, apologized to Peter Obi, and Peter Obi has not replied, and I do not think Peter Obi will reply, and I do not want, a lot of people do not want Peter Obi to reply. He should just ignore, act as if that man doesn't exist, because that man only has one vote. So if you want to follow the man to vote for whoever that man is forcing you or telling you to vote for, that is left for you. You can follow him, but I don't think Peter Obi should be worried. So yesterday, there was this news that Peter Obi picked Doyin Okupe as his running mate. And Doyin is a Yoruba man. Well, for me, that is a serious wrong move. And you, as a Southerner, picking a Yoruba man as a running mate, you forgot about the North. And our main concern are the North. Will the North vote for you? Because most of all those Northerners are not on Twitter. Those people that vote are not on social media. Will they vote for you? Now picking Doyin from a Yoruba man as a running mate. Come on, man. We should know how to play politics now. For now, the people that have done the right thing, PDP has done the right thing, and APC has done the right thing. So as of yesterday, we were thinking that Peter Obi really picked Doyin. Even now, even they announcing that Doyin is the running mate. So later on, someone said that they were trying to beat the deadline INEC gave for them to pick a running mate. Then surprisingly from nowhere, as at this morning, it was announced that there might be a merger between NNPP, Kwankwaso, and Labour Party, Peter Obi. So Kwankwaso confirmed merger talk between Peter Obi's Labour Party. Speaking in an interview with BBC Hausa, Kwankwaso was quoted as saying, "It is true we are in talk with Peter Obi and the committee is working to look into how to form a merger between us. Friends and family are being up and doing talking about the merger arrangement. The merger is important because, as you can see, both the ruling All Progressive Congress Party and the opposition PDP did not pick their running mate from the Southeast," Kwankwaso said in an interview with BBC Hausa. So it's likely if Kwankwaso agreed, NLPP agree, Kwankwaso might be the running mate to Peter Obi. So not doing. I hope that is the case, guys. Honestly, I hope that is the case, because Peter Obi and doing it will be extremely difficult. I know some of you will be like, okay, it's doing Peter Obi we are voting for, but calm down. They still play politics now. There are still some things you have to put in place. You cannot just follow this social media boss, this Twitter boss, or Peter Obi. You still have to do your homework. You still have to do your homework. No, there are still some people you still need to please, whether you like it or not. Peter Obi need to please some people as well. That's politics. They have to play it according to how it is. So I would really love it if there's a merger. Kwankwaso confirmed, of course, they are having a discussion about it. But I will really, really love it if there's merger, because it's going to really boost both of their chances. But them going their separate ways, man, it's going to be difficult for Kwankwaso, and it's going to be a little bit easy for Peter Obi. So I checked this thing out. This one was coming from Reno Mockery. He said, you want Nigeria to vote you in as a party, yet you can't decide who is your running mate. If you have an inconclusive ticket, how can you have a decisive government? If you can't meet INEC's deadline, how can you meet your own promises? Let us face the fact. He's talking about Peter Obi again. And Dino Mokere, you said to us, you apologized to Tinubu and you said everybody should support their candidate individually. Then why are you now criticizing Peter Obi again? Why don't you face Atiku Abubakar? Just face Atiku Abubakar is who you are campaigning for. Face Atiku Abubakar and campaign. Peter Obi know exactly what they are doing. The reason why they put doing there is because just to fill the space. They are talking to Kwankwaso. Do you think it's easy to talk to another party that has a presidential candidate to merge with your party and become a vice? Do you think it's easy? Do you think it's easy? Well, let's see what will happen as well, though. We're still going to be watching, and I hope they all make their best decision. Then, yesterday, of course, you guys, you know about Amira, who was allegedly kidnapped in Abuja. According to her, she was kidnapped in her house. Well, quite unfortunately, guys, Amira was never kidnapped. Amira was lying to us. Amira made us believe she was kidnapped. She was under duress. No, she was under duress, and she decided to send out her location. According to Abuja police, they said, breaking news, FCT find Missy Amira, debunk the kidnapping of 17 others by handmen in police uniform. The Federal Capital Territory Police Command wishes to categorically debunk the viral news of the alleged kidnapping of one Amira and 17 others, who were reportedly abducted at gunpoint by armed men in police uniform on Tuesday, 14th June 2022, at about 1 p.m., and to state that Amira is currently safe in police custody, while she is currently in the hospital receiving medical attention as demanded by global best practice. The investigation continues and findings will be communicated subsequently. So Amira was lying to us. So the police said, according to global best practice, they had to take her to hospital to determine if her head is correct. Why did you make false allegations, false statements about you being kidnapped? And meanwhile, you were not kidnapped. You allow us to be running around trying to get Nigeria police to rescue you everybody have written a lot of things about Nigeria, and Abuja said people are becoming really, really frightened that people now go to house to kidnap. Come on, man. Well, if after the investigation and it's determined that this girl did all this in purpose and nothing's wrong with her, like mentally, I think this girl should face the full wrath of the law. She should be penalized greatly. She shouldn't just be left she should just be left off the hook like that. She should be penalized. Now, don't you think about what about the next few days another person is actually in that kind of position? Don't you want us to take that person seriously? Don't you think about other people's life before coming out to make false allegations, false calls? Well, guys, I'll move past that. Check out this video that shows NDLEA officials searching phones.
Carry person phone. The corrupt person phone. Na drug in carry. See them here. Look at their faces. Stealing someone's phone. Look at them here. Why go take his phone?
You are in a uniform. As long as it's widely recognized in Nigeria, you want to be searching for. Yours is to search for drugs. Search for illicit drugs, banned drugs, and now you are coming to search phones. Is it possible to hide drugs inside phones? Or did they give you any communication that, okay, so guy is a drug dealer and he has contact of drugs dealers? And what provokes me the most is that those guys are youth just like us. The same age. We pass through the same discrimination. We go on the same Twitter. They see everything, and yet, as young as you are and as young as I am, you want to intimidate me. And you already know what we are passing through. It's not as if the person arresting me is like a 70-year-old man. We are talking about a 25-year-old guy or a 27 or 30-something-years-old guy who is just very uniform and think that he can just humiliate and discriminate me as a young man who is not wearing uniform. That is the most painful thing inside, is that they are youth like us. They are our brothers and they are our sisters. That is the most painful thing. Well, guys, and check out this video of a man, they said man flogs commercial bus driver for bashing his car in Lagos. Seriously, I love what he was doing. There are some people that don't hear word. And I bet you this commercial driver knows that he has F up. So that's why you see him agreeing to be flogged. Because he knows he don't mess up.